Hey YouTube, it's Sharice here, and I'm here for another Troublesome Topic Tuesday. And for today's topic, I thought I'd talk about the truth in friendship. So, what do I mean by the truth in friendship? Well, I think there are two main types of friendship. I know I'm holding up four fingers, but two main types of friendships. And I consider those two categories to be real friends and acquaintances. Those are your two categories. Most people just like to group everybody into one category of friend, but for me, I personally have what I call my real friends and then acquaintances. And not that acquaintances aren't real friends or loyal or truthful or trustworthy, it's just our bond and our relationship and our motives behind why we are friends is a little bit different than that of a what I consider to be a real friend. So today on Instagram and on Tumblr, I posted this picture right here. I know it's backwards, so I'm going to read it to you. And it says, a best friend won't agree with you to make you happy. If anything, they'll say what needs to be said, no matter if you want to hear it or not. And we know that our true, real friends do that. When you have a relationship with somebody that I would say is a real friend, they're not afraid to tell you the truth. They're not afraid to tell you the truth, even though it may temporarily hurt your feelings or cause you to be upset with them or cause you not to speak to them for a while. They tell you the truth out of love. They have your best interest at heart, and it's because they care about you that they sometimes have to criticize you because they know that it's going to help you develop and grow into a better person. They're not trying to hurt your feelings. They're not trying to put you down. It's because they care about you and they're being completely honest and real with you. And those are the type of friends that I consider to be real friends, friends that you really need, friends who honestly are trying to help you become the best version of yourself, meaning that they're going to have to criticize you sometimes. They're going to have to let you know the truth about yourself sometimes because we know that we perceive ourselves differently than others perceive us. And that's why it's important to have a real friend who lets you know what you really are sometimes. So that to me is what a real friend is. For acquaintances, their motives may be a little different. And this makes me think of another quote I posted today on Instagram and on Tumblr. And it's right here. And I'll read that to you. And it says, some people don't love you. They don't even care about you. They just want to stay connected to you. They love the benefits, so they do the minimal, a little phone call here and there, just checking in, thinking about you, etc. What they are really doing is maintaining a connection, so when they need you, they still have a way in. And I feel like with a lot of our acquaintances, that's what they're doing. Acquaintances are friends that, yeah, you enjoy being around. You may have some similar interests, similar life goals and passions, but those acquaintances aren't going to be the ones there that are criticizing you, keeping it real with you, and sometimes breaking you down so that you can build yourself up as a better person. They're basically doing the bare minimum. You see them every now and then. They're not somebody that you're particularly close to, that you would, invite to be a bridesmaid or a groomsman in your wedding. You might invite them to the wedding, but they're not going to be in your wedding. They're doing the bare minimum because they would just want to have that connection with you for when they may need you. And I think that's also, and the first part about them not caring about you, they may not. I don't want to say they don't care about you. It's just they don't care about you on that deep level enough to keep it real with you like a real friend does, to criticize you and to tell you what's wrong with yourself sometimes. You know, Yeah, that's what I mean by that. So when it comes to your acquaintances, I feel like in school, most people you associate with are your acquaintances. We are friends, we have a mutual relationship. Yes, we check up on each other when it's convenient for us, but we're not like hanging out all the time because we know that we want to maintain a relationship for future business opportunities or for networking reasons. And that's completely fine. That's not to say that that's a fake friendship or it's not as quality as your real friends, that it's not as valuable because sometimes those kind of friendships are a necessity, especially in the professional world. Those kind of friendships are a necessity. Acquaintances are a necessity. People that you have like a bare minimal relationship, with are a necessity to networking and to meeting others to whom you may eventually become real friends with or true friends with. So, what I really want you guys to think about in this troublesome topic is, are you grouping these two distinct groups that I have picked out into one group? Do you really know who your real friends are, who your true friends are? Do you know who your acquaintances are? Are you mistaking one for the other? Also, when it comes to those people who are trying to be your real friends and your true friends, are you being a little too sensitive towards them? Are you being selfish or hard-hearted towards them when they're trying to help you out, when they're criticizing you, when they're telling you the truth about yourself? Are you able to be honest with yourself? Because if people are criticizing you, it's usually because they care about you and they're trying to help you improve or get better at something. They're not hating on you. Sometimes my aunt posted a quote, I can't remember it exactly, but it said something about, not everyone who's hating on you is a hater. Some of those people are telling you the truth. You know how some haters make up gossip or jokes or rumors about you that aren't true because they really are hating? Well, there's other people like your true friends, your real friends, and your family who will say some of those same things, and they're not hating on you. They're trying to tell you the truth about something, about how you really are, so that you can fix it and get rid of that gossip that your real haters are creating about you. So just think about that and try and think to, maybe if you have a friend that you haven't talked to in a while because of something they said or maybe a criticism that they made of you, you might want to really reflect on what they said. I agree that you really shouldn't care too much about, what people say, because people are always going to talk. Like I said in my other video about confidence, you're always going to be too much of something for someone or too little of something for someone. But when it comes to the people who really care about you or who you used to have a really close, strong relationship with, if you feel like you've been hurt or betrayed by them, or that they've changed in their character, or they said something to you that kind of offended you, you might want to really reflect on what they said and dig deep to see if it's actually true about you or if it's something that you may need to change so that you can get that friendship back. Because it's hard to find real decent friends nowadays. I mean, I'm only 21 and I can count my true friends on probably one hand. Maybe two hands. Maybe there's less than 10 I have less than 10 like real friends. And I'm going to tell you right now, almost all those people don't even live in the same state as me or the same city as me. And they definitely don't go to the same college as I do. And I'm not saying that to bash any of the people that I know at Winthrop. I love Winthrop. I love it. I love the people there. I love the atmosphere. I love my colleagues. I love my classmates. I love my professors. I respect and admire almost every single one of you. But when it comes to somebody who's a true friend to me, one, it takes time. Two, it takes a certain understanding of my culture, which is, if anybody's ever talked to me, they know that I have a kind of interesting life. And three, it takes somebody who's loyal no matter the distance, because I move around a lot, and that's something that is really important to me. Somebody who's going to be around and try and maintain that relationship with me no matter where I am in the world, because friendship is a two-way street. You have to give to receive, and you have to receive, and in receiving, it should make you want to give. It should go both ways. And I can't be doing all the effort to maintain this friendship. And that's kind of the thing with the difference between acquaintance and true friends is that when it comes to acquaintances, it's kind of both parties are doing the bare minimum to stay acquainted with one another. But when it comes to true friends, when you do talk, it's not just small talk. It is like deep talk, and you may not talk for months. Like one of my best friends, her name is Hannah. She lives in Kansas. She goes to K-State. I live in South Carolina. I go to Winthrop University. And we don't talk every month. We don't talk every week. We may go a few months without talking to each other. But I know when I do talk to her about the things going on in my life, that she's not afraid to criticize me and help me make those good decisions, because I know she cares about me. I know that she loves me. And I do the same to her. I let her know how it is. We keep it real with one another. And it's somebody who's really genuinely concerned about your life and your well-being and your future, not just your acquaintances that are just trying to maintain a relationship with you because it's beneficial for them in the future, or it could possibly be beneficial for business reasons or, that kind of stuff, for professional reasons. But friends are your friends no matter what, no matter how much you screw up. They're there when you're down, they're there when you up. So yeah, I just want you to think about this troublesome topic of friendships and the troublesome part of really reflecting when you feel hurt by somebody who's criticizing you. Really reflect on what they're saying, because they're probably saying it because they care about you, and you don't want to lose these good, valuable people in your life because you're being overly sensitive, or you don't want to know the truth about yourself and you're afraid to accept the truth about yourself. So I'm going to end this video with a Bible verse, which is John 8:32, which is, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set ye free." So that's all I've got for Troublesome Topic Tuesday, and I'll see you Thursday for Think on This Thursday. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and have a great rest of the week. Bye, YouTube.